It's quiet.
Too
Too
quiet.
Yeah, a bit too quiet actually.
Although Tifa at least is chillaxing, so.
Well, just because we're trapped, we're probably gonna die. That doesn't mean I can't get
Hold
my
on.
beauty sleep done.
The door's open. When did it open? Where's the guard?
Again, knowing what is happening just still feels very weird.
I'm guessing it was Sephiroth wanting to play the long game.
Okay, is this President Shinra's new plan? Kill the guards and frame Cloud to make it look like he did it, just to make him look bad?
Tifa, wake up!
I really don't get why this new remake era is so afraid to show blood.
Possible new censorship laws. It also includes some particular thematics like drug abuse and suicide. We'll have to see that in a later part.
Like, for example...
Final Fantasy 16 has blood in it, so it's
yeah,
not
but
like
it's rated 18 plus.
Like, keep in mind, Pedro, Ace Attorney, a series normally rated T, got rated M on Dual Destinies. Arguably one of the lighter-hearted games, mainly because of how the blood was animated.
Again, it's just the fact that the ESRB has, changed some of its laws about censorship because, remember, that's what essentially happened the Pokemon games, because the older ones had slot machine, which are now currently, considered pure gambling by the ESRB standards. And as such, the Pokemon Company and Nintendo had to either bump up the rating or change things around.
Like,
also, it's funny you say that, Jova, because Dual Destinies is a 12 here.
Well, okay.
Peggy can deal with some blood.
Yeah, we're built different over here.
okay. Question: is that like the current collection or the original 3DS release you're talking about?
That was the original release, but I'll double check the later release.
Keep in mind,
because over here, the collection for Apologistus is now collectively rated T.
Keep in mind, Jova, Type Z. To stay with Final Fantasy, Type 0 has blood in it, like a lot, and it's 16, Peggy 16 here. So I get the idea that while still present, it's not as much as maybe the equivalent of America.
Were they attacked? No, Eric, they all had a collective heart attack and died.
It was like Yagami. Okay.
I bring up the Apologistus trilogy because now it's all rated T instead of having one section rated M, so...
Also, Jova... Just to mention about the ESRB and how bad the job they're doing, they rated T Soul Nomad and the World Eaters.
No, and really?
Yes. Again, if you know anything about that game from Nipponichi Software, you know that it shouldn't be rated T.
Yeah. In the meantime, Jova, the Apologistus trilogy was rated Peggy 12 over here as well.
Yes. Like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like I said, it's rated T.
I couldn't find the rating for the trilogy. Sorry.
Like I said,
Nintendo's official website has it.
Like I said, it's rated T here, which I guess means Capcom were able to negotiate Dual Destinies going down to a T as
Ryan
well.
is playing Batman Arkham
Asylum.
Okay.
Neat.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute, shouldn't you guys all be knocked out or something? Like, okay, in the original, you actually fight experiments that escape, but,
We got better.
You could still find the third-class soldiers if you were looking around enough. But yeah, I honestly wonder, because again, it has been consistent through the original and this. The remake does essentially its own thing to avoid this scenario completely. But again, Sephiroth stormed the building, analyzed the cells, did not kill anyone in them, and left open the one for Cloud. Even though the goal of Sephiroth is to basically, and that Sephiroth is supposed to be, a Genova appearance to perform the reunion.
Actually, I think this is a good segment.
Okay, there is some blood, but it's colored dark for the purpose of probably avoid being too red.
I guess this is a good segue for me. Tio, it's been a long-run conversation, but I'm curious, what's your stance on whether or not Sephiroth is truly the main big bad of this game, or if
we
it's
have another boss fight soon enough. I'll mention to him there.
Cool.
Yes, it seems he was eliminated by the enemy.
Agent 40. Oh no, I can't say that. Square gave
Pod.
up. Square's given up, Hitman.
Pod, it's been destroyed.
And it's empty.
Like my soul.
I mean, the details of the pod with the red
I just saw a bunch of corpses. Of course, my soul is a little empty.
The details on the pod with the red light, it makes it look like the people are almost intestines, so I kind of like that effect.
Yeah.
That is neat. You think whoever did this took what was inside? What was that thing anyway?
Oja referred to it as the Genova specimen. What that is, I don't know.
You know, this implies Sephiroth took that giant corpse of Genova, which,
Well,
holy
well,
cow.
fine.
Oh well.
Oh well. Moving
That's
on, I guess.
fine, I guess.
Well, nothing out of our pocketbook.
Well, sitting around moping about it isn't gonna help now, is it?
No.
So like with this thing, they did kept the one of the synth to represent the more eerie electronic stuff, but
We've got company.
Do we? I don't think we have that quite yet.
No.
Nope,
No.
no, we do.
in this possibly again in order to pad a bit more, you do have a rematch with the experiment from before.
It's like in the climax of Kingdom Hearts 2. Look! And only after they point out as the door starts showing up.
Anyway, I guess I might as well.
Gone.
Oh, wait. Hey, didn't we already deal with this guy?
That's a good question, Barrett.
Huh, it must have regenerated.
Was that Time Lord?
Then we defeat it again, as many times as it takes.
Proceeds to waste 10 hours fighting this monster like 500 times.
Yeah.
No, what we really need is to have the Prince of Assad performing heroic sacrifice.
I don't know, I got it there. We're gonna pull a 13-2. We're gonna fight constantly, and we have to scream at the ether so that hope can hear us through the timeline.
I mean, it did work.
You about to say, Kyo?
To answer your question, Roba, I mean, yes and no. You have to understand that, again, a lot of people seem to believe that the server that shows up for most of the game
Was just Genova.
No, he's the real one, but instead he's actually, a Genova appearance. That maybe, him being in control by Northern Crater, he manipulated so, resembles him. So there is that.
Hey, what's upstairs?
Our destiny.
Basically.
No, Tifa. It's what's up, Doc? You got it. Do it right.
Let's go find out. Come on.
You guys have been miserable at parties.
Well, gee, yes, this is such a great party where everyone's dead and
Hey,
slaughtered.
there you go. Instead of that on his desk, President Shinra is murdered on the ground.
What? Okay,
What the-
like, why is everyone having a go at the people who just saw a bunch of corpses? It's like, oh my god, why don't you, like, smile or something?
Yeah, come on, guys. You're supposed to.
Cloud, just smile.
He's
Ew.
dead. The head of Shinra is dead.
You set it up, so...
Celebrate good times, come on!
Then the sword must be.
Way too short
Wow,
to be
did it.
Sephiroth's sword. It should be at least
I know,
a meter
right?
longer.
Depends on the writer, I guess.
Okay. Even in 7, his sword was long, but it was only after Kingdom Hearts where his sword became like a house long.
Sephiroth is alive?
So it would seem. Why?
When is he ever dead? That's a better question.
He just refuses to die. He's very stubborn like that.
Like a
Shiroi,
cockroach.
I will never be a memory.
So,
It's like it.
so
Only he could use a sword like that. Who cares who did it? This is the end of Shinra.
what you're
There
saying,
he
sure, is
is.
that he's too stubborn to die, like Snow.
Yes.
And there's Palmer.
You!
Alright, doing his objection pose.
Root, did he just moonwalk?
Yes, he tried to.
Yeah.
It's my 13 who actually blocks him this time around.
Please, don't kill me. Why do I have my teacup on my portrait, but not the like.
Because
Yeah,
that's
let's
what
just
you're
roll
off.
with it.
Don't worry about it.
What happened?
The president's dead. What do you think happened, you fucking idiot?
There's corpses everywhere.
Sephiroth came.
I'm sure
Oh,
he
no.
did.
But he came. But he left.
We're
you
not
all-
doing
say it
this
like
again.
that.
Not for another part.
Everybody does in this fucking game.
Cloud finally meets Sephiroth again. Cloud, you came.
Please don't make this any weirder than it needs to be. Did you see him? Did you see Sephiroth?
The full draws have enough bullets in their guns, thank you.
Yeah, I saw him with my own eyes.
Amazing how Sephiroth always opts to leave Palmer alive.
He's really just of no consequences.
You really saw him?
You just asked me that, you fool.
Would I lie at a time like this? I heard his voice too.
George Newbern?
Unfortunately, no.
Damn it.
Pedro?
He said something about not letting us have the promised land.
On the one hand, Shinra having the Promised Land would be terrible. On the other hand, if he wants the Promised Land, that can't be good.
Then does that mean it really does exist?
Looks
I
like
think-
a
I think we
YouTube
did, yeah,
comment.
Yeah, I think we did forgot the syntax.
I was actually
Question mark?
wondering if the
No?
game glitched and left out.
Oh,
the-
no.
oh wait,
Oh,
never
okay.
mind, never mind. False alarm.
You know, like, let me finish. and then Sephiroth's here to save it from Shinra.
Wait,
You
why
know-
not just put like 3 dots at the end? That indicates normally that
We-
this
we
is.
got-
Yeah,
we got
yeah.
a real
Or a
Kanye
comma.
West,
Or a comma. Punctuation, Tifa. Come on.
we got a real Kanye West. Yo,
This is
Tifa, I heard you great, so I'm gonna
Tifa's
let you
left.
finish. But
So he's a good guy then?
Antifa's like,
Oh,
I
Barrett.
wasn't aware that I was at school. Like,
Yes, Spirit.
I wasn't aware that this was a typed conversation. This
Save
is not
the-
a meta game.
Save the Promised Land? A good guy? No way! Haven't you read Game Informer? He's one of the most infamous bad guys in all video gaming history. It's not that simple. I know him. Sephiroth's mission is different. It's the kind that ends with us all dead. What?
Run, fat man, run.
Get him!
Okay. Get back here!
Jesus Christ, that
The
run.
Sonic run!
the running.
Another helicopter?
Why are we stopping here? Why don't we just go after him?
Because this is funny to watch.
Ah, crap. Forget about him. I mean, I forgot about him. Even though he was right in front of all you.
Well, that's no, he's actually.
He's still there.
thinking
Go get him.
He's actually talking about who's in the helicopter.
Oh. Here we go. Yeah, him. The president's son.
I see your helicopter. I can fly too. What's you fly
Vice
my wings?
President Rufus.
Who's Rufus?
Me.
We're about to get a second Rufus portrait.
So, Sephiroth was actually here.
The game is purposefully avoiding for a bit just to build it up.
Even
Trust
though
me.
Barrett just revealed his name, so...
No, I mean the portrait, that's what I mean.
By the way...
Bye.
Toodaloo. Just who are you?
Your father's problems,
We're the
literally.
fierce. We're the fearsome 5.
I'm
Where are your
Cloud,
daddy issues?
Ex-soldier, first class. I'm from Avalanche.
Top left.
Me
here.
too.
Yeah. Gotta love the pose.
I'm a flower girl from the slums.
Ha.
How
And
intimidating.
I'm helping.
I was a research specimen.
An unlikely band of heroes.
Alright, get
What?
ready.
What a crew.
All right.
Well,
Trust
I'm
them.
Rufus, the president of Shinra
I
Incorporated.
mean, what can I say? Look at him!
His hair is
The-
so goofy.
The guy who's gonna save the world in the future, by the way, with that expression.
And that haircut. Like, I know he had a haircut similar, but in this artwork, holy
the haircut
cow.
and expression is prime school shooter material. Holy shit.
Oh wow!
I'll let you hear my inauguration speech. Father tried to control the world with money, and that worked for him. Though he was a bit of a...
Whereas I will control the world by force.
The people
Fear,
believe
actually.
that Shinra would
You see?
protect them, and yet what did
You know
Shinra
what?
do? Drop a payload on their heads. Work
You
at
know what?
Shinra, get your pay. If terrorists attack, the Shinra army will help you. It looked perfect on the outside, but I do things differently.
He looks like Terry Williams' dad. That's the guy who should have been Terry Williams' dad in the Third Journey game, not Sephiroth.
A little fear will control the minds of the common people. There's no reason to waste good money on them. I'm nothing like him. I don't drop entire
Right.
plates on innocent people.
He likes to make speeches just like his father.
I heard that!
I was talking about you, not to you.
Oh, brother. Barrett, get Earth out of the building! This is the real crisis for the planet.
This is the real crisis TM. of the
Even though,
planet.
technically, when you think about it, all 5 of us could take him on.
I can whack him with my stick.
The hell's that supposed to mean? I'll explain later. Just take my word for now. Instead of us teaming up against him, leave it to me so that I can do him 1v1. I'll go after I take care of him. Alright, Cloud. Trust me, it's foolproof.
Be careful.
When am I not careful?
Careful? Where's the fun in that?
Cloud,
Yes. Yes,
Come up
Tifa?
here, I said go.
Yes, Tifa? What is it?
Surprise! Happy birthday!
No, I don't really think it was the case.
happy birthday, Cloud.
Well, thanks. I legit forgot today was my birthday.
Oh, okay, never mind. You're just gonna call out to me and just run away. Okay, fine.
Why do you want to fight me? No,
Because
seriously,
the
why?
script said so.
For the lulz?
You want the Promised Land and Sephiroth.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
That's right. Do you know that Sephiroth is an ancient? Spoilers, no he's not.
No, that's not true.
As far as the company
that's
knows, I think that's what they will know.
Whatever. I can't let either you or Sephiroth have the Promised Land. Like I said, that's always the interesting contrast between Sephiroth and Aerith. Aerith actually was an ancient but denied it. Sephiroth and the people around him believed he
Wait
truly
for the
was.
punchline.
Down, boy. I see. We won't be allies then. What a shame.
Oh well.
I mean,
Wow, another person hoping to date
Trees
Cloud.
are dead.
you know, we could have worked out, you and I.
Alright, much like with the original, unfortunately we have to put down the pooch first. Because the bastard just otherwise would keep powering up.
The pooch is evil, so by all means.
Although, if you note by the name, the original game it was called Dark Nation, probably because of a translation error. Here it's just renamed as Dark Star. But otherwise, Rufus incorporates, the attacks that he has in the remake, as in the trick coins and the lasers.
Which
So
I guess...
it's not just a matter of simple shotgun all the time.
I guess it makes sense since... Okay, admittedly, in the original, a shotgun versus a sword arguably is effective, but I get it, this was their way of helping Rufus, make more sense in the level of Final Fantasy.
Or at least have a bit of a logical sense of a fighting chance against someone like Cloud,
Which makes you wonder, are the coins just a special trick or a special power he has?
Well, probably a technology, as in they reflect light and he uses some good manipulation of them. If you played a game like Ultra Kill, you kind of understand what the trick is supposed to be. But,
so he's just that good a shot. Got it.
Yeah, sharpshooter. If you want to know more about, why Rufus has this kind of agenda and he's just that good and also buddy-buddy with the Turks, we'll have to wait until before Crisis, because that's where most of these, extra part of the backstory is revealed.
Going back to the talk about Sephiroth, I too am somebody who still just views Sephiroth as the true main big bad. Like, sure, yeah, arguably a lot of us was actually physically Genova, but I still argue it was Sephiroth's will that was fighting us the whole time. Other people, though, sometimes think that the true bad guy is essentially Genova, a la Resident Evil 0, wherein technically it may have been the will of Sephiroth, but Genova was really doing all the heavy
lifting. Let me put it this way. Well, okay, when it comes to physical stuff, it was. I still believe it was Genova because the goal was to get, ultimately both all the Genova pieces and the black material to the Northern Crater. That was important. But remember, after, being thrown into the Evoline reactor, Sephiroth managed to manipulate the live stream in order to travel to the Northern Crater and essentially remaining stasis there, waiting for his chance. That's also the reason why at the end of the game, even at the end of the game, you technically do not confront Sephiroth physically. The last thing that you do is to break the last remaining mental control that he has over Cloud, and at that point he cannot control him anymore. Essentially he's too weakened to actually do anything and just remains in that I have no mouth and I'm a scream type of, type of situation. And yeah, you may notice that the timing in order to actually, break the sigils for Rufus is very tight. You have to actually, especially because again, this is the hard mode fight technically. You're supposed to master well the timing between switching to attack mode and be sure, to have an attack that can break all sigils at once while he's reloading. Otherwise, he will keep pummeling you down.
I guess that in turn is one of the aspects of hard mode.
Obviously. And yeah, one of the special debuff that inflicts fatigue, which I didn't mention until this point, that inflicts a debuff that essentially makes you consume more segment of the ATB for specific actions. For example, the Ruin Run will have to cost 5 ATBs instead of 3. Meaning that you have to be careful, if it inflicts you, you have to later heal it with a special, healing material that you get earlier on in the chapter. So, and yeah, will they use only the phase 1 segment? Yes, they do also use the boss theme that he has in the remake, the one where Masashi Masu once again outs himself as a final John Williams, because this is literally just something from Star Wars.
Imagine a Japanese dev or creator taking inspiration from Star Wars.
I mean, it goes full circle, really, because Star Wars was inspired by many, and I mean many, different, genres and movies, including stuff like Rashomon. So.
And Akira Kurosawa.
Well, yeah, that's what I mentioned. There we go.
Time's up.
Of course, we still need to have him going away in the helicopter, so we cannot showcase even in battle that he got killed just now.
Well, as president, I have more important things to do than get slashed into pieces by a sword.
GG Nori, bye.
Which only begs the question, why I bother to waste my time with you?
Wait!
Amusement?
How were you able to survive all my sword strikes? I'm just that cold!
And I will have something to say this time, I swear.
Yes, okay, Tifa, what is it then?
Hang on, I'm still running.
Tifa, why did you come back?
Because I forgot to tell you what I was going to say earlier.
It's now really the
wow,
time.
she's just like me.
For real.
I was worried, but I'm glad you're alright.
That's it?
Well, I'm glad you see that I'm alright.
How dare she worry, Jesus Christ.
I appreciate the feelings, but now is possibly the worst time.
The theme of this part is no one is allowed feelings. That seems very clear from what everyone has been saying. Where's Rufus?
You didn't
Long
just see
story.
him take off? I couldn't finish him off. This is gonna get complicated. It's
You
almost
have
like...
no idea.
And yet, ironically, Rufus
Okay.
not dying here may be the very thing that, you know, helps the heroes
Remember,
win in
at the end of
end.
the day, the Sister Ray is actually crucial because it's the thing that breaks the barrier in the Lumber Crater before this prey. Like, I don't even know how Cloud and the others will be able to break it otherwise.
So ironically...
And yeah, unfortunately, we skipped the fights with both the motor gunner and the heli gunner in the elevator. Lives?
We gotta move!
I'll go on ahead.
I'll go on ahead.
No, I'm not doing the I gotta move it.
Don't split the party, you fools.
Can't leave with Body Superfly.
Well... Shit. We're surrounded.
Wait, we are?
Yep.
We are?
If I was alone, this wouldn't be a thing, but I've got a reputation to protect.
To know that Barrett's first thought would have been charging guns blazing if he was alone.
You all get out while you can.
No way, Harry. We got here just to get your ass.
We came here to rescue specifically.
It's not you they're after, it's me.
And that's why we have to help you.
And you
Exactly.
really think, after all this... yeah, well, that ain't happening. You got caught up in this over Marlene, now it's my turn to help you. Okay, playtime's over, jackasses.
Thank you, Mr. Barrett.
Who you calling Mr. Barrett? That don't sound right.
Well then. If you are through talking, may I suggest that we think of a way out of here?
No, and I was just thinking of taking a picnic. Of course we gotta think of a way out of here.
Yeah, but this conversation could have been held later. Maybe.
Man, you're cold, man. Just like someone else round here I know.
Yeah, excuse me for trying to get our asses out of here alive. Did you say something?
Not a thing. So what are we gonna do, genius?
Barrett!
I'm gonna take a guess and say we're not going to get the ever-famous motorcycle sequence.
Well, we do showcase it, but we don't get
Cowards.
to play it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Tifa! Where's Cloud?
Everyone, over here.
Not an answer to my question.
Huh? What's up? Where's Cloud? Again?
Over here! Pay
Nice
attention!
run.
I think Tifa's bit was supposed to be read first.
He's coming! Hurry! Hurry!
Of course he is!
Stop!
course he is.
Stop this!
Hey, you said it this
Why?
time. Hey, you said it
I
this
do
time.
not love this.
Cloud, I knew you'd come.
Like Tifa wouldn't love that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, at least they did, you know...
Yeah,
as-
the equivalent to the FMV, yes.
Their weird little car.
Yes,
Shit.
drive
Ladies and
up the
gentlemen,
stairs!
By the way,
Welcome to the new Twisted Metal with
by the
Tifa
way,
and the car.
in the DLC, one of the actual jobs that you have in the DLC of Power Wash Simulator, you have to clean the vehicles. So
I'm
it's
surprised.
weird enough quasi-canon in a sense that the vehicles were in pristine condition because of what happened there.
Hey, look at that! Even the power wash thing is important to the lore.
Escape the Shinra building and head for the outskirts of Midgar. They race down the highway as they evade their pursuers. Or I will say this at the very least, just as they're nearing the edge of Midgar, a large robot, the enemy chasing them, draws near. Unlike in the remake, at least you have an actual, in-game fight with the, I forgot the name.
Didn't we
Well,
fight it in
whatever,
the
that's
remake
our-
just while on wheels?
Yeah, that's what I mean. You don't get to fight him, properly in gameplay, just only on the motorcycle.
They were never going to let us get away that easily.
You call that easy? We have no choice. Let's take it down. You all heard the man. You ready?
Let's teach him to leave us alone for good.
Okay then.
And tell him to stop making that annoying electric sound off screen.
That's because it's really slowly approaching.
Menacingly.
Ow,
Of course, Aerith, you'll help.
Okay, healer.
They did it, and I helped.
Okay, let's do this.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
if I recall correctly, the art mode of this fight is really particularly painful by the time, so we are gonna get the basic one.
I guess this is cool getting to fight the remake version
The
of this on
Volker Ball.
foot.
Yes, and they actually gave it a proper moveset based on what he does in the original, like the flamethrower, for example.
I get it. Reused assets, but I appreciate what they did with them.
And you also notice even the arena, it has the motorcycle in the background and the station that's at the end of the highway. But yeah, otherwise, as you can see, I'm considering mover level, unfortunately, won't see much. Don't worry, much like with a lot of enemies, there's a good chance that it's gonna show up again in the future in a 5-slot format.
Probably. Alright, that really grinded his gears to a halt. Good job, team.
The team really needs a comic relief, maybe in the form of a cat.
Or a weird
That would be
thief-
nice, actually.
A cat or a weird thief girl. Well, what do we do now? Ponder our future?
You're,
First, the pole's cool for the shot. So
Sephiroth is alive. I have to settle the score. In fact, I feel like I should have fought with him right here on this highway for some reason. Will that save the planet?
Well, this is a Japanese RPG, so probably.
It seems so. I assure you, this is all for good and not just petty revenge.
This is also a Japanese RPG, so will we all die by the end of this?
Then I'm
depends
going.
on the writer.
I'll go too. There are things I need to know.
Hopefully
Oh,
we're
sure,
not
that's
being
the-
written by Urobochi.
That's the Dwibs ending.
About the ancients.
Oh no, if it was the Dwibs ending, wouldn't be that, because everyone would have died much earlier.
Many things.
Yeah, I would have just had the most unheroic endings you could possibly think of. Like Cloud dies from slipping on a banana peel. Barrett accidentally shoots himself with his gun.
I guess it's goodbye, Midgar.
How would
Red
Red
Thir-
die?
Red 13 would have set himself on fire with his own tail.
Waves, I don't know about you, but I would not try to take lessons from the Predator.
Oh my
Just saying.
god, that's right!
What?
This is the start of our journey.
You
Remember,
literally
please,
just
the
described how a lot of
you-
the good guys die in the Predator.
The human villain in the Predator, played by Sterling K. Howard, gets to accidentally shoot himself with a gun.
Aerith will get her hair caught in the get her hair caught in a gear or something and fall through it.
Also,
How?
you might enjoy Waves one of the endings for Neo Automata, which involves one character literally tripping and getting stabbed on his own sword.
And Tifa would die of alcohol poisoning or something.
Yeah, but I feel much better now that you're with us and that I'm
Got the
sober.
hint, Cloud! Holy shit!
Don't
Yeah, my,
worry, he'll get it eventually.
My way of killing characters would be that one of their defining traits is what gets them killed.
Aerith, you nervous?
How very Danganronpa of you twins.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever left Midgar.
It was something that was already done since, like, say, at least the Nightmare on Elm Street, Karmic Deaths.
It may be the first, but hopefully it'll have to be the last. Are you scared?
I am.
Basically, if you forgot, even in the original you could have the sequence of talking with the characters, but they're condensing that now.
But I have to do this.
We told Aerith's mom to go somewhere safe, so Marlene should be safe too. We just have no idea where they are. Sure would be nice if we can meet them again conveniently somewhere.
And Aerith will be with us, right?
Of course. Yeah, should be. We'll always be together. Forever.
Because we're Sonic heroes.
Yay!
She said she didn't want to stay in Midgar anymore. Maybe it's for the best.
Even though we may never find each other, it's for the best. What are you gonna do, Red? Retire?
I'm going back to my hometown. I'll go with you as far as that.
But after that, he's totally leaving the party, guys.
Sure.
Okay. And I guess we're sticking together for a bit longer. But don't expect it to last.
Baba Baka.
Let's head to Calm. It's close. We'll think of a plan when we get there. I hear it's nice and calm there. Alright, let's go. Right after I pose like this.
Again, gonna need the pose shot. And this is technically the end of the content for the game when it was released at launch. Technically speaking, there's also, if I recall correctly, another chapter for, the first soldier. But yes, that was all the stuff that you could do at launch. But slowly but yet steadily, not only you had, the story quest available from the get-go, the character chapters, but we will see them later, But you will also, the game will also update regularly, at least once per month, with a new chapter. Slowly building up the for now 3 major sections of the game.
Just to recap, the order of which you showed the story content, that's like the order of which the game presents you with it, right? Like, in regards to when certain Crisis Core or First Soldier bits
Yes,
popped up.
I presented them in the way that the game actually, properly paced. And that's what I will do in terms of updates.
So in that case, I'm guessing that the way the game's doing things is like setting this all up to sort of be its complete collective story that I guess all has parallels to each plot point. At least that's what I'm guessing.
Maybe sorta, but that was mostly a thing for the initial, framing device. Now we're basically just updating, the way they prefer, just like that. Anyway, tuning for the next part, where instead resume the action once again with Glenn and his team as they finally reach the island of their objective and start setting up their actual mission. See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.